I read the signs before they spoke. I felt the shift, I felt the smoke. No final plea, no backward glance. I knew the time I took my stance. There were words I didn't say. No need to wound, no need to stay. But every step I chose that night led me to leave with spine upright. I closed the door upright. No borrowed pride, no final fight. I spoke my truth and stepped from sight. I closed the door upright. I learned the strength of ending clean, to leave a room without a scene. No scorched ground, no bridges burned, just lessons kept and wisdom earned. Let others linger, beg or shout. I knew what staying was about. What stayed with me beyond that sight was how I left composed upright. I closed the door upright. No debt unpaid, no wrong made right. I held my name beyond the night. I closed the door upright. And when the silence filled the frame, I carried on without a name. No page revised, no end in spite. I closed the door and stood upright. I stood apart from borrowed praise, chose quieter nights, longer days. No borrowed throne, no scripted name. I earned my ground, I wore the blame. There were roads I walk alone, with debts of choice I fully own. Each rise and fall, each solid ground was never gifted, never found. No borrowed crown upon my head, no borrowed words for what I said. I stood my ground, I laid it down. This life was mine, no borrowed crown. I learned the weight of patient time, to hold the line, to read the sign. I paid in scars, not hollow sound. I took my place, I held my ground. Let others chase, allowed a name. I never played another's game. What stayed with me, what I held down, was never lent, no borrowed crown. No borrowed crown, no borrowed claim. I walked through fire, I stayed the same. No perfect road, no higher ground, just truth I wore, no borrowed crown. And when the lights grow dim somehow, I won't ask why, I won't ask how. I leave this world the way I found, with head held high, no borrowed crown. I chose the roads without a name. No crowds to watch, no need for fame. I walked in calm, I walked in gray, while outer paths all drifted away. There were miles no one would trace, where silence kept its rightful place. But every turn I dared to stay led me closer to my say. On quiet roads I found my say. No echo doubt, no debts to pay. I spoke once clear, I would not sway. Quiet roads, the final say. I learned the strength of quiet ground, to stand unseen yet firmly bound. No borrowed cheers, no borrowed sway. I shape my end the honest way. Let others shout to be believed. I trusted truths I never thieved. What guided me through night and day was silence earned, not words on display. On quiet roads I claim my say. No second voice to pull away. I stood my ground, I chose to stay. Quiet roads, the final say. And when the noise has slipped away, I'll rest my name where echoes lay. No words reclaimed, no role to play. Quiet roads, my final say. I paid my dues in silent days. I earned my ground in steady ways. No open hands, no hidden claim. I walked alone, I signed my name. There were offers dressed in gold, shorter roads I could have sold, but every choice I undertook was weighed by more than what it took. Nothing owed, nothing taken, no false vows, no ties unshaken. I stood my ground, my word unbroken. Nothing owed, nothing taken. I learned the strength of measured trust, to give what's fair, to take what's just. No borrowed luck, no tilted scale. I face the truth without a veil. Let others trade their name for gain. I never played that quiet game. What stayed with me, what I awakened, was earned in full, not owed or taken. Nothing owed, nothing taken, no debts denied, no truths forsaken. I held my line through all awakened. Nothing owed, nothing taken. And when the ledger's finally closed, I'll stand by paths I never sold. No score to keep, no ties to break in. I leave this life with nothing taken. Nothing owed, nothing taken. Nothing owed, nothing taken.
I read the silence in the air, the words unspoken lingered there. No raised voice, no final demand. I knew my place, I made my stand. There were moments truth ran thin, when staying quiet would still win. But every line I drew that day led me to walk the honest way. I left the room standing, no borrowed pride, no reprimanding. I said my piece, I held my ground. I left the room standing. I learned the strength of measured tone, to claim what's mine and leave alone. No scorched earth, no closing hand, just steady feet on solid land. Let others trade their name for ease. I chose my exit with calm degrees. What stayed with me, what I was handed, was earned the night I left there standing. I left the room standing, no debt to settle, no understanding. I faced the truth, I faced the sound. I left the room standing. And when the echoes fade from view, I'll rest with what I knew was true. No words withdrawn, no grace abandoned. I left the room, and I was standing. I read the lines before I signed, knew every cost, each dotted line. No borrowed ink, no guided hand, I chose the mark where I would stand. There were pages left unsigned, paths abandoned by design. But every word I left behind was written clear, no need to bind. No signature but mine, no second voice to realign. I claim the truth in measured time, no signature but mine. I learned the weight of written vows, to mean them then, to mean them now. No quiet edits, no disguise, I stood by what I'd authorized. Let others sign for safer ground,
I never chased what they had found. What shaped my name, my final line, was sealed the day I signed it mine. No signature but mine, no borrowed seal, no altered sign. I held my word through every line. No signature but mine. And when the ledger's put away, I'll rest with marks I chose to stay. No page replaced, no truth declined. This life bears one, my sign. I carried time like measured weight. I learned to wait, I learned to wait. No crowded truth, no borrowed debt. I chose what stayed, I chose what left. There were names I didn't say, promises I said away. But every step I slowly kept was shaped by what I held and left. I know what I carried, what I kept, no careless word, no misplaced debt. I bore the truths, I paid the debt. I know what I carried, what I kept. I learned the value of restraint, to walk the line without complaint. No open wound, no hidden regret. I closed the door on what I'd met. Let others gather what they find. I never chased what wasn't mine. What stayed with me, what I accept, is what I carried, what I kept. I know what I carried, what I kept. No faded vow, no truth misspelt. I stood by choices I'd respect. I know what I carried, what I kept. And when the years release their hold, I'll rest with truths I chose to hold. No weight denied, no step misstepped. This life was built from what I kept. I counted nights, not debts unpaid. I knew the price before I stayed. No whispered deal, no easy sign. I saw the cost and drew the line. There were doors I chose to close, paths I left that few would know. Each step forward, each step wide, carried weight I never denied. I paid the cost, I stood inside, no truth refused, no fear to hide. I spoke my name, I took the ride. I paid the cost, I never denied. I learned the strength of patient fire, to wait, to hold, to not require. No borrowed peace, no alibi. I bore the loss, I met the eye. Let others flinch when moments call. I knew the rise, I knew the fall. What stayed with me, what stayed applied, it was the cost I faced and never denied. I paid the cost, no debt deferred, no quiet truth left undisturbed. I held my ground, I chose my side. I paid the cost, I never denied. And when the final hour arrives, I won't revise the terms of life. No line erased, no choice denied. I paid the cost and lived it right.
I spoke in calm, not borrowed tone. I chose my words, I stood alone. No hurried vows, no masked replies. I learned to live without disguise. There were moments hard to face, when silence held its rightful place. But every truth I learned to say was shaped by choices I would stay. I lived this life without apologies.
no bent confessions, no guarantees. I stood by truths that came my way. I live this life, no need to pray. I learned the strength of measured breath, to stand with time, to walk with depth. No borrowed shame, no stage regrets. I paid my dues, I held my debt. Let others plead for second ground. I never knelt for safer sound. What I became through nights and days was earned in full, not rearranged. I live this life without apologies, no altered past, no remedies. I spoke once clear, I did not sway. I live this life and stayed my way. And when the echoes drift away, I'll rest my name where it was laid. No words withdrawn, no debts to pay. I live this life without apology.
I walk these halls in measured time, watch seasons change, kept every line. No borrowed name, no second plan. Each step I took, I chose to stand. There were nights the lights stayed low, paths no one else would ever know. But every turn, each fall I planned was written by my own hand. I held my ground, I made my stand. No borrowed crown, no helping hand. I spoke my truth, I chose my way. I lived this life, and here I stay. I learned the price of standing tall, to risk the rise, to risk the fall. I paid in time, not promises. I crossed no lines I'd later miss. Let others talk, let moments fade. I won't rewrite
steps I made. What's done is done, I understand. It was written by my own hand. I faced the fire, I faced the flame. I never bowed, I never claimed. No perfect path, no final plan. I lived it true, my own command. And when the room grows quiet still, I rest my voice, I bend to will. No words erased, no last demand. This life was written by my own hand.
I saw the turn they skipped in haste, shorter roads, a quicker taste. I chose the miles that asked for time, the harder climb, the steadier line. There were days the path ran wide, when patience thinned and doubts replied. But every step I came to find led me forward, slow but right. The long way was mine. No borrowed map, no altered sign. I held my pace through rain and shine. The long way was mine. I learned the worth of taking time to let the years refine the climb. No sudden crown, no fleeting rise. I earned my ground with open eyes. Let others race to cross the line. I watch the seasons realign. What shaped my name, my final sign, was choosing slow. When I had time, the long way was mine. No hurried end, no forced design. I stood by truths that age would find. The long way was mine. And when the road at last unwinds, I'll rest with peace I didn't find in paths too fast or turns unkind. The long way was mine. I weighed my words before they fell. I knew their weight, I knew them well. No second draft, no softer fit. I spoke once clear, I stood by it. There were rooms that held their breath. When silence asked for something less. But every truth I chose to give was meant to last the life I live. I spoke once, I stood by it. No half-said vow, no quiet edit. I held my ground, I stayed committed. I spoke once, and I stood by it. I learned the cost of honest tone, to stand with words that stand alone. No borrowed echo, no disguise. I met the doubt and met the eyes. Let others bend when pressure hits. I kept my line, I did not shift. What shaped my name, what sealed my grit, was saying less and standing with it. I spoke once, I stood by it. No truth revised, no terms omitted. I held my word through every limit. I spoke once, and I stood by it. And when the years have had their say, I'll rest with words that did not sway. No line erased, no vow outgrown. I spoke once and stood alone. I watch the years take measured flight through quiet days and longer nights. No hurried end, no final plea. I stayed with who I chose to be. There were turns I couldn't bend, moments asking how they'd end.
but every choice I learned to give reflected how I chose to live. I leave it as I lived, no truth revised, no past outlived. I stood my ground, I never hid. I leave it as I live. I learned the grace of holding still, to let the world test time and will. No borrowed peace, no staged forgive. I meant the life I chose to live. Let others shape a softer close. I rest with paths I clearly chose. What stays behind, what time will give, is marked by how I chose to live. I leave it as I live, no debt unpaid, no vow outlived. I spoke once clear, I never shifted. I leave it as I live. And when the room has gone to gray, I'll rest with words I didn't sway. No chapter changed, no motive hid. I leave it as I
I felt the pull of heavier days, when easier paths were on display. No borrowed strength, no lighter road. I knew the weight I chose to hold. There were moments I could bend, trade the truth for safer ends. But every choice I learned to mold required the weight I chose to hold. I carried on, I bore the load, no lifted hands, no favors owed. I stood by truths I never sold. I carried the weight I chose to hold. I learned the cost of standing firm, to let the silence have its turn. No softened edge, no hidden gold. I shape my days with calm control. Let others drop what slows their pace. I kept my ground, I kept my place.
What formed my name, what shaped my soul, was always the weight I chose to hold. I carried on through heat and cold. No borrowed fire, no borrowed gold. I stood my ground, complete and whole. I carried the weight I chose to hold. And when the years begin to fold, I'll rest with truths I didn't mold. No way denied, no story told. This life was shaped by what I held. I saw the deal behind the smile, the shorter road, the thinner mile. No raised demand, no tilted cost. I knew the line I never crossed. There were moments dressed in gold, when easy wins were bought and sold. But every choice I came across asked if I'd cross what I had lost. I held the line I never crossed, no truth exchanged, no honor lost. I stood my ground, I paid the cost. I held the line I never crossed. I learned the strength of saying no, to walk away, to let it go. No borrowed peace, no hidden gloss. I kept my name above the loss. Let others bend to shifting laws. I stood with rules I never paused. What stayed with me through gain and loss was knowing where I never crossed. I held the line I never crossed, no vow revised, no silence tossed. I chose my ground, I bore the cost. I held the line I never crossed. And when the final count is drawn, I'll stand with lines I carried on. no debt denied, no truth embossed. I held the line, I never crossed.
I built my days on steady ground, no lifted hands to pass around, no second voice to lean upon. I stood with choices I'd begun. There were offers dressed as grace, shorter roads of borrowed pace. But every step I chose to take was mine to keep, was mine to make. This was never borrowed, no favor asked, no debt tomorrow. I stood my ground through every corner. This life I hold was never borrowed. I learned the cost of quiet pride, to walk alone, to not divide. No borrowed fire, no borrowed name. I earned my place, I bore the flame. Let others wear a crown they found. I kept my feet on solid ground. What shaped my path, what I have honored, was built in full and never borrowed. This was never borrowed, no truth reduced, no edge softened. I held my line through storm and order. This life I lived was never borrowed. And when the echoes lose their sound, I'll rest with what was truly found. No mark erased, no debt tomorrowed. This life was mine and never borrowed.
waiting eyes, no need for glare. I chose my steps in quiet sound. I never leaned into the crowd. There were nights the light stayed low, when louder paths began to glow. But every truth I came to find was clearer left a step behind. I never needed the crowd, no borrowed cheers, no voices loud. I stood my ground, my head unbowed. I never needed the crowd. I learned the strength of standing still, to trust the calm, to test the will. No borrowed heat, no borrowed flame. I carried on without a claim. Let others rise on waves of sound. I built my name on solid ground. What stayed with me, what stood me proud, was knowing I outgrew the crowd. I never needed the crowd, no fleeting praise, no shifting cloud. I spoke once clear, I stood out loud. I never needed the crowd. And when the echoes drift away, I'll rest with paths I chose to stay. No empty seat, no loss avowed. I never needed the crowd. I read the room, I knew the cost. I weighed the gain, I weighed the loss. No raised demands, no hidden plea. I chose my steps deliberately. There were moments doors stayed closed, rules unwritten, paths imposed. But every move I stood to make was mine to carry, mine to take. I never asked for permission. I drew the line with clear precision. No borrowed nerve, no quiet submission. I chose my way, my own decision. I learned the strength of standing still, to hold the course, to test the will. No borrowed courage, no disguise. I met the truth and held my eyes. Let others wait for signs to show. I trusted what I came to know. What I became through calm collision was shaped by choice, not permission. I never asked for permission. No softened truth, no forced revision. I spoke once clear with firm conviction. I chose my way, my own decision. And when the final word is said, I'll rest with paths my feet have led. No claim withdrawn, no indecision. I live this life without permission.